So yes, my dog never made me feel like I'm an unfit parent. I'm an unfit partner.
So, what you're saying is your ex was a bit immature with you showing affection towards your dog, and it sounded like he was a little bit jealous. And from your perspective, you had a close connection with your dog and probably had comfort from your dog because your dog never made you feel bad. And it sounds like your ex made you feel bad.
Yes, like he would make me feel bad, as into he would come home and if the house was a mess, he would be upset and all sorts of stuff. And I didn't get along with two of the people that lived with us. One of them was his brother. The other one was their mutual friend, and it was just very toxic because like I would clean up the apartment. 5 minutes later, I would clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom, everything was spotless. 5 minutes later, there's a bunch of dishes in the sink. The bathroom was dirty, and I was just like, "How? If I literally just cleaned it?" So I left it the way it is because if I don't want to be in the same room as someone that makes me uncomfortable, and I'm sure I make them uncomfortable, as into we don't get along, or I say, oh, like, can you just please clean up after yourself, as to, oh, you're not my mother, this and that. So like, to avoid conflict and lots of tension, I just kept myself like in the room and stuff. So, and with my dog, I felt like there was a lot of comfort. So like if my ex made me upset, made me cry, which was most of the time, when I would walk my dog, I felt free. I felt alive. I felt like my dog is distracting me from the pain, the internal pain that I'm dealing with that my ex is causing.
So, what you're saying is the living situation with your ex was pretty stressful because you guys had roommates and your ex expected you to keep the house clean and you would try to clean, but other people would make a mess. And you didn't feel that you had to clean after everybody or pick up after everybody. And you feel that your dog was a great comfort to you during a really stressful time. And it sounds like your dog helped you.
Yes, he really did. Like I said, like the moment like me and my ex like would start an argument, or the roommates, I would just take my dog and I would just go for a walk. I would take a long walk, clear my mind, and just walking my dog and just him turning back and looking at me, and making sure, like, reassurance, like, hey, you okay? You still back there? And I would see him. I'd be like, yeah, mommy's here. Mommy's got you. Mommy will never ever abandon you. So yes, that's why I love my dog. I'm close to him because, like I said, like he never made me like doubt myself. I did everything I could to, like, feed him, walk him. He got sick. Let me take him to the vet. Take him to the park. Give him the best life that he deserves to have, and that I could give him.
So, what you're saying is your dog is not only a source of comfort for you, but it also gives you a sense of purpose. And it sounds like you rescued your dog from a bad situation. And it sounds like you guys both help each other. And your dog has helped lifted your spirits during a really troubling time.
Yes. So another thing that my ex would complain about the dog is that um when we would go to sleep, the dog wanted, like, I feel like my dog suffered abandonment issues, and so do I. So at nighttime, like, I love sleeping or cuddling with my dog because it was like a sense of like stress free, and he wasn't making me cry, as to where if it was just me and my ex, like, like, I would just like cry because I felt like I wasn't good enough or I wasn't worth anything. So when I had my dog sleeping next to me, I felt like, this is my baby. Like, I'm here to protect you. You're here to protect me. And we're here to comfort each other. Something that a grown man couldn't even do.
So, what you're saying is there were some things that were not being provided to you in the relationship by your ex, and your dog was actually able to provide them. And you guys are a little bit of kindred spirits because you guys have both been through a trauma. And it sounds really great that you have your dog who can help you during those trying times, and who just makes you happy and lifts your spirits. I want to thank you so much for sharing all that you've shared with me, and thank you for taking the time to have this conversation with me. I really wish you the best for you and for your dog.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I feel like a bunch of weight lifted off my shoulders. Um, it felt really good and comforting talking to you. I basically felt like I was talking to like my best friend or a therapist, and I feel relieved, and I'm glad we had this interview. Now I'm gonna go see my dog and cry and just hug him and just kiss him, and I appreciate him being there for me. If it wasn't for him, I don't know, I probably would have, I don't know, I probably would have just shut down. So I'm glad he's in my life. So hopefully he'll say the same. I mean, if he could talk. But yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for your time, and I'm very glad that the session helped you.
Me too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and everything that you do.
Thank you.
Take care.